There we go. We're in. That's it. I've got you. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. We're back. We're back with a bang. 3 classes this morning. Quick aerobics. And now on to the briefing. June. The time just flies. Right, let me get you up on screen. And let's begin. A new month. A new briefing. Good morning, Julia. Sylvia, good morning. Ella's back. Sarah's on the live this morning. Let's get everybody up and running. Okay. Oh, right. Let me pull over. Okay. What are you launching today? Anybody launching anything new this month? Have you got any new programs, new classes? This is that big 4 weeks now. Well, actually, probably 6 weeks till the 6-week holiday is. And if you haven't got anything lined up and you're thinking, I need to get something on, I need to launch something this week, what about putting something together today? It's not too late. I think social media was busy last night. I don't know if you noticed. It was busy last night. You can kind of feel it when it's the end of a half term. People are coming back onto socials in the evening. They're starting to think about, I need to do something. I need to get back to class. So it's a really good opportunity to have a whole sort of day today where your social media is around. Not been to class for a while, welcome back with open arms. I've said this so many times, but I always remember that BT, when like Sky and all the other sort of phone companies and competition started with BT, and they did that big campaign, coming home, coming back to BT. I think that's always a good one to reignite old clients, people that have not been for a while. Because you know what it's like when you've not been to something for ages. It's a big effort to sort of, you're thinking that the person, the teacher's going to say, oh, where have you been? And you think, oh, I've got to say that I've just, and you're not. And I think if you make that front and centre of your social media over the next few days, and if you're launching an online program, don't worry about launching it today and think, oh, people aren't signing up today. Launch it for Wednesday, start Wednesday or start Thursday. Things don't have to start on a Monday, especially online. I think I've said to you before. I find people see things on a Sunday and a Monday, but actually if you kind of onboard people Monday, Tuesday, but really kick off on a Wednesday or a Thursday, sometimes it's so much better. But let me know what you're launching. Good morning, Susan. Kim. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's a nice comment to read. I'm launching my fitness tops. What's a fit, as in clothing? Let me know. I'm doing a themed month in June, starting with strength and power. Looking forward to teaching different sessions. That's how I felt today. I did a completely different workout this morning. I was a bit bored with everything at the end of last month. Morning, Tracy. How are you? Joe's here. Good morning. Celia's here. Morning. Had bad dreams. Oh, no. Oh, no. So I think, a campaign, if we're talking marketing campaigns, a campaign around coming back, getting back on it, warm welcome around, get all of your old footage of you in your room, opening the door, showing people, and feeling like, maybe even do a live and say that, have you had a week off? I mean, when I flew back into Birmingham Airport yesterday, it looked like every single person in the Midlands was flying back with kids. It was like so many families were all at the airport yesterday at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You know what it's like? I just think, again, depending on it just depends on your demographic, isn't it? Are they sort of running term times? Are people doing things over the holidays? And then now, today, this morning, people are thinking about going to a fitness class and starting back up again. So your reels and your blogs and your promotions, sort of talking about a warm welcome awaits or going back to basics, or I think as well, prepping people for what you're going to be doing. This is what we're going to focus on this week. We're focusing on strength. We're focusing on core. We're going right back to basics with fitness Pilates. We're having a technique week, and maybe creating some marketing and reels around that, so people think, oh, that's not going to be too bad. I could manage that. Number one, yeah, absolutely. I think you've got to always, and it's not easy because we forget what it's like to not come to fitness, not do fitness for a while, or not go to a class, because it's what we do. But for many people, it's such a massive thing. I think people always worry about what you're going to say to them. Where have you been? Whereas if on your socials it says, don't worry if you've not been for ages, we're going right back to basics. We're going to focus on technique this week. and sort of go down that narrative for the week ahead. So it feels really inclusive and, you know, everybody's backing it together. It's definitely a good idea to do. Good morning, Tricia. How are you? How is everything going with your course? So let me know in the comments, are you launching anything new? Are you looking at a blank page this morning thinking, what am I gonna create? So let's start. If you've had a week off this week, how do you start? So number one is start with what you're selling. What do you want to get people into this week? So if you've got a piece of paper, okay, write down. So if it's online, maybe you're doing a pre-holiday program, maybe it's face-to-face classes. What exactly are you selling? So we always start with that. And I think even though we do this exercise over and over again, it just gets you into the right headspace. Okay, what am I selling? Who is this for? Is this for local people in the community? Is it people who live in a certain area? Is it an online program? What is it and who's it for? So we're always thinking about who's the avatar. And then we're thinking, what are those people struggling with? What problem are we solving with this class or course? You know, and again, if it's a community class, we know people are coming to the community for friendship, connection, fun, community, a night out, escapism, as well as all the other fitness benefits that are wrapped around that class. So that needs to be front and center around your marketing. If it's an online, it needs to be a bit more results driven. So if you're doing a program that's starting Wednesday and it's running for 4 weeks, or you're doing a remarketing campaign, a relaunch for your membership, what are the next 4 weeks? Can you package that up? Can people just buy into a month? What do they get? Can you wrap something around it? Some kind of accountability. So maybe you do an extra talk. You do, you're sharing some health tips every week. It's hard to sell a membership, as we know. I've said that a million times. So it needs some kind of entry point in before people will subscribe. People are not going to subscribe to something without having an entry point into it. So either it's a satellite program that you run separately, or you do some kind of wraparound special. It could be a 7-day, 14-day, or a month program. June's good because this is really about the last month we can do before September. So you can put something together today, create all the marketing. It could be a pre-holiday prep. It could be a pre-summer program. It could be a fill in the blank program, whatever fits your marketing and your narrative and your demographic, but something that people can buy for 4 weeks. It's not a subscription, and it starts on this date and it finishes on this date. That's the entry point into a membership for sure. And then when somebody has done that 4 weeks or 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is, they feel good. With this program, with your online program, before you hit your membership, again, put some kind of IP around it. So it's, you know, what is it called? Is it your something method? Is it your 60 strong for women over 60? It needs your name, not your name as in physical name, but you need to give it an identity. That's the word I'm looking for. It needs a brand identity. So in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you're going to be holiday ready or beach ready, if that's the style that you want to go down. So that's important to think about. Good morning. Hi from Manchester Airport. Hi. Where are you going to? So yeah, start with, what are you selling? Number one, who's it for? Number two, and then let's start to create the social media content around that. So do all the basics first of all. Send out your newsletter. If you have segmented your list correctly and you've got a list of people that maybe are not coming anymore, or lapsed members, or people that you knew in the lockdown or whatever, send an email out today. Welcome email. Come and join us this week. Come and try this. You know, make it really inviting for people. So number one, send out your newsletter for 2, or some kind of email, so that you've got that connection with everybody that already knows you. So much easier to sell things to people that already know you, like you, and trust you. They just need a little bit of a prompt to come back, so welcome them back. And then on social, as we've discussed over the last few weeks, we need a combination of top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel type social media posts. So something that is trend related, that's going to get you engagement, something that shows your expertise, you know, and then something that is literally selling. So if you're starting a new program or a new class, Think about filming a talking head, maybe in different locations. Our three scene reel. So it might be, team, have you had a great week? I hope you've had a great half term. Stop. You're in the garden. Guess what I'm starting this week? This week, I'm welcoming everybody back who's maybe not exercised for a while. Do you feel a bit like, oh, I need to get back into it, but I'm not really sure where to start? Stop. Next one, maybe sitting in your garden or sitting in the car. Great, this week we're focusing on technique and I'd love to see you. Why don't you come and join us this week? I've got blah, blah, blah happening, starting, relaunching. So you've got quite an interesting reel. You've got a hook. So again, think about your hook. What's the hook? Have you had a great half term? Are you ready to get back onto it? So we need a hook to drive people in. The video needs to be visually appealing. So again, different locations. It needs to be short, needs to be sweet, maybe 7 seconds or 10 seconds. But then all of the information is in the caption. Again, if you're really short on time, go into your camera roll, some B-roll where you're maybe exercising or you're doing a class, again, and have all the text on the screen and make it short. Use a trending audio. So it might be, you might flash up. Do you need to get back on it today? Read the caption, and it might just be 5 seconds. They get tons and tons of views, and they're really quick and easy. So it just depends on how much time you've got today. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, morning, yeah. So think about the type of reels that you want to create. So again, I sort of reiterate. So again, your top of funnel is there, middle of funnel is there, and then you've got your sort of bottom of funnel. So that would be where you're actually selling your service. So it can be a talking head. It can be a talking head as I've just described, a 3-scener, or it could be B-roll with just text over the top. Again, make the text big and bold. You've literally got a few seconds, that's it. And if you make it 5 seconds or 7 seconds, it's going to loop, but then pay attention to the caption. Write lots of detail in the caption and lots of keywords. So if it's a community class that you want to get people into, it might be, are you in Loughborough? Did you know I've got Pilates tonight, 6 o'clock? We're going right back to basics. It's techniques this week. So if you've not been for a while or you've never done Pilates before, then this is the class to join. You've got lots of information on the caption. So and maybe post a couple of those today. That will probably take you, you could do 3 or 4 posts like that today, and it might take you half an hour. Give yourself a bit of a time limit on it. Morning. So yeah, just depending on what you want to sell and offer. So again, you want something that's going to attract attention. So with your reel as well, again, something bright. You want to imagine that you've got big text at the top, had a great half term. What's the hook? Had a great half term. And you're just doing something in the background. It could be something random, or it could be teaching a class, or it could be, again, any kind of B-roll. What we want to attract people to is use the reel to attract attention, and then people look in the caption, and it's all here. This is a reel that I did yesterday. You might want to do this one. It's a trending reel. Have you seen it? Let me just find it for you. And it actually got a sign up last night. Somebody signed up after this reel. I think I over-egged it a bit. But I've seen this done so many times. And I thought, I quite like that music. Let me just show it to you. So if you want some homework today, you could do this one. It literally took 15 minutes to do. Where is it? So I'll give you some examples. This one. Come and book my classes. Come and book my workout. This is 4 seconds. Have you heard that music? And it's basically, everybody that's doing it is come and buy my whatever. It's quite a good promotional one. Quite funky music. So that was 5 seconds, 6 seconds. What are the views on that? It's got 1.7 thousand views, 3 comments, and I got a sign up for it. I got a sign up for Studio Live this morning. So yeah, that's a win. Literally took 10 minutes to do. Literally took that. I did it on Instagram as well, and it got some comments on Instagram, but I took it off the main feed this morning. I'm doing loads of testing with the trial reels and taking things on and off the main feed, which I'll come to in a second, and just trying different things with Instagram. I'll also do that on TikTok, and I've uploaded it to YouTube Shorts as well. So that's a cool one. This is a B-roll one I did this morning. Okay, so that, again, that's just a bit of B-roll, me doing a little bit of aerobics. Aerobics seems to get a lot of attention for some reason. And then I've got the text on the screen. If I did that again, I'd probably make the text bolder, and I would make the reel a little bit shorter. And then as you go into the caption, it's got, hang on, if I'm there. The caption has got a full description of all the classes that I'm teaching online this morning. So again, that's a quick and easy way to do some reels today. So they're quick and easy. Again, I want to reiterate this whole blog, SEO, YouTube, and then upload your blog post to your Google Business Suite. So if you haven't got into that yet, go to ChatGPT, get some keywords and some blog titles that, again, work with your avatar. Who do you want to attract? And they'll be different, again, for your online and your face-to-face. Come up with the blog titles, make sure they are SEO friendly, and then get ChatGPT to write the blog post, again, and it needs to have lots of keywords that are pertinent to your business. So whether it's ladies in Loughborough, or it's Pilates, or it's online, or it's women, or whatever your keywords are, write the blog, put the blog post onto your blog with the title, and then make a YouTube video, a talking head, with the same title where you're basically talking about what you're doing in the blog post. Upload that to YouTube, put the YouTube video onto your blog, boom, take that URL and put it on your Google My Business. Maybe just do 1 or 2 of those this week. So you've got your fast and furious social media posts, your reels that attract attention quite quickly, but you're also working diligently every week on updating your blog, putting more information on your blog, so that's more long tail. So you've got those 2 forms of marketing, fast and furious on social, and then your long tail over here, so that you're waking up in the morning and people are going, oh, do you teach reformer classes in wherever? And they've seen you, they've found you on Google. But I can do more about that this week, because I'm so passionate that you all get that methodology and you understand that methodology and you use it. The reels, we can come up with different reels ideas every single day. That's fine. It's kind of like throwaway marketing, quick marketing. It gets attention. So those 2 reels that I've just done for you, yes, they get attention. People see them. They'll get bookings in the short term. Fantastic. But I want to spend a good hour today working on blogs for both websites, making sure that the keywords are correct, the right titles, YouTube's all linked up properly, and then everything is being cross-posted across onto my Google. Again, I was listening to something else last night that was saying, the more things on Google, the bigger your blog is. People are using AI now to search. So they're going to ChatGPT for Pilates classes or whatever. And ChatGPT or any of the AI tools, they are combing the internet. So the more that your name, that your information, your blog posts, your articles, your press releases, more of those that pop up, ChatGPT is going to throw your name up when people are searching, and that's what we want. So you're not just solely relying on having every single day to create social media content. Yeah, that's works in the short term. And also, last point today is, all of your reels, I know that I've said this so many times, but do this, put them in a file and then re-upload them as a trial. Go to Instagram and put them on as a trial. So even if you posted something yesterday, repost it on Instagram as a trial, because it's being shown to brand new people all the time. The views are going to be really low. They're going to be like 50 or 100 views. Any more than that would be great, but that's fine. It's 100 new people who don't know you are. So if you've done any of those reels where you're introducing yourself, hi, I'm Rachel, I teach online, I do this, that, the other. If you want to follow me, or you could point people to your newsletter, or point people to your free classes or your free sessions on your website, your lead magnets, make some videos and reels advertising your free bits and pieces, and put them every day on trials, because that's showing that reel, the algorithm is showing that reel to people that don't know you. And that, again, that's a great way of reaching brand new people, which has always been the difficulty. Wow, that was a big one today. Is that giving you some ideas and motivation? You've got 2 ideas for reels. I've reiterated the blog, website, Google, YouTube, full circle marketing. And if you've got a few minutes, spare few minutes at any time, re-upload everything as a trial reel over on your Instagram. But just remember, if you've got Instagram and Facebook linked and you don't tick the Facebook, it will repost that video over on your Facebook account as well. So you might not want to do that. You might have already posted it on Facebook, maybe quite recently. You could definitely repost it again at a later date, but not super quick. Okay, that's everything. Are you good? Has that fired you up? Okay, if you come into Derby to our event, will you make sure that you book in just so that I can get the room all hired and sorted out today? And that's everything. I'm looking forward to today. A lot of admin, and I'm having a new kitchen today, so that should be interesting. Well, it's going to start today. Everybody good with that? Can't see where to do the trial dress. I don't know then, Laura. Maybe if not, have you updated your app? Everybody should have it. Yeah, just take, all you do with an M is just take the link and put it onto your blog. That's all you do. I've been posting trial reels. They are getting extra views, although not sure having everything. Yeah, and it's the same old thing, Corey. You've got to keep going with it. Maybe do it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you can have a look and see where you're at. For trial reels, do you have to download an old video, then post them in? You can post anything as a trial reel, Mara. Yeah, it's saved in my ideas. Good. You can try out anything. No problem. I'm glad that was helpful. All right, gang. Have a fabulous day. And I'll see you later. I'll be here doing admin all day. Yeah. I would always delete your app and then re-upload your app. And then you'll get the latest version. That's probably it. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Lots of love. See you later.